We're here at the TVLine Comic-Con suite with the cast of Fear the Walking Dead. Dayton, you're dead. What are you doing here?
I have no idea. They just dragged my body around.
What are you doing?
Arms all folded.
I'll tell you why Dayton's here, even though he's dead. I think we all thought you did such an exceptional, amazing job that we wanted to be able to talk about it. And talk about you.
Well,
so that's the reason.
Thank you.
So true. And you're part of the family.
We do.
We all thought that.
That's exactly what Frank.
So we bring our corpses with us.
Are there any major losses in the second half of the season along the lines?
What?
Those
You're trying to
lines?
get us to
Oh,
go.
wow.
Hey, you gotta.
That's spoiler territory.
Dinner first, man.
I just figured I'd dive right in.
No one is safe from the apocalypse.
What do we look like?
How bloody does it get in the second half of the season?
It gets really bloody, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it gets darker and bloodier, and I think we've seen the show before.
You were separated from most of the regulars for the first part of the season. What was that like?
That was
Terrible.
terrible because I missed these guys
I
so
know, we
much.
missed
No, but it was weird. It was weird. I felt like I was on my own show. It was like I was, and then I would meet up with Ruben every so often, and then
on his own show.
I was on my own spinoff. This friend, basically.
You got your hair cut this season. Was that more of a relief to you or the rest of the cast?
Yeah, I think.
I couldn't believe you
I
got more
wanted it cut at the end, didn't I?
Yes,
It
you
was
did.
getting annoying. It was getting really long and dreadlocky, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice to cut.
We were all excited. We were counting down
We
the days.
were excited. I was the one in the scene with him, so I was taking pictures and sending it
I know.
around to the cast. And I think you said, "Well, there's a boy in there." I just thought he looked so much more beautiful. I didn't know it was possible. But what was fun about that scene was just to do something like that in a scene, which is for Frank in his life. I don't think he'd had a haircut in how many years?
Yeah, like 10 years.
10 years. And
Well,
so,
proper, yeah. It's funny though, the first line after I have my hair cut, Kim has to say, "What you look like?
You
How
say,
how do I look?" And Kim has to say, "Look like a man." But she said,
we
"How do you
I did a
look?"
lot of different versions of that.
Transitioning.
What's one of your versions?
Yeah, give us some
You
versions.
look like a man transitioning to be a woman.
Yes.
You look like a girl. You look like what was the other one? You look like a teen idol. You look.
We trimmed out that line for that very reason.
Did we?
Yeah, because you look like a man. You look like a
became a
younger
look.
version.
Became a look
So
between you.
funny.
Yeah, which is nice. The look is nice.
Yes, the look works.
But he cut his hair just right before the scene. He just went in the hair and makeup trailer with it was like no big deal, but he hadn't cut his hair in 10 years and just let them cut it off, and it was pretty
That's
pretty
right.
awesome.
10
How
years,
does
is
it
that
feel
true?
now? Does it feel great?
Feels fine.
I think you need another haircut.
Are you guys done shooting for the season?
Yes.
Yeah, we
You are.
wrapped.
And Dave, you're stepping down. You're moving on after this season. Is that
I am.
correct?
That is correct.
That's a bummer. What can you say about where, in what place you leave these characters before you move on?
We wanted to build a sort of a, not to give anything away, but there's a bit of a catastrophe by the end of the season, and it'll have a huge impact on every one of the characters. So it was really, my goal was to make things as hard as humanly possible for the new showrunners. So now, that's a joke. I think that's a joke.
I go.
No, but
Bring out the claws.
that's a joke. But no, I think the intention this season was I really feel like we found our rhythm, and I think I'm really proud of the work everyone here did, and I think that the show, I think we sort of reached a point of critical mass going into the season. So the intention was to do as strong a season as we possibly could, and then I'll go off and do whatever I do.
Just coming full circle here, so who's dying in the second half of the season?
Should we just raise our hands, or how does that?
Do you feel on edge still at this point, like wondering if the next script or the next phone call from the producers to come meet with you, that could be it?
Anytime Dave calls me, I take a little while to call him back. I'm
Take
like,
a few minutes, a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. It's okay.
I'm the only one that's relaxed.
Not personal. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, just returning your call.
Yeah.
Like weeks later.
Call me back next year. It's no big deal.
I think as a fan of the show, that's what makes.
You're on the show.
Yeah. I know, but I'm a fan of the show at the same time. Each script, it's we don't actually know what's going to happen, and I think for the audience, that's raised the stakes completely because after episode 2, anything can go.